Some things are just worth fighting for.
We can make a difference again. The world needs us now, more than ever. Are you with me? Open fire! Welcome to Blizzcon.
We are coming to you live from the Anaheim Convention Center, and this was the scene outside earlier this morning, courtesy of our good friends in the Goodyear Blimp, as thousands of Blizzard fans lined up in anticipation of the gaming event of the year, BlizzCon 2017. The fans have come out in force in anticipation of all the secrets. The energy here is electric, and it's about to get even hotter. Anaheim is filled to the brim, and it's bigger than ever this year. We got the cosplayers from all over the globe. Friends meeting for the first time IRL. Everyone enjoying it. Hello, everybody, and welcome to BlizzCon 2017, the epicenter of the Blizzard universe for the next 2 days, right here on the brand new BlizzCon virtual ticket all access channel. I'm Alex Albrecht, joined once again by Michelle Morrow and Malik Forté. What's up, guys? Ready to get blizzy?
Just like old times, Alex.
Yeah, come on,
Just
man.
like
I'm ready to get blizzy. I know that. I mean, we got it. We got 2 huge days ahead of us. We got a lot to tell you guys about. We got new content, stages, events, guests, everything. We even got new co-hosts. We're going to tell you guys about that in just a minute. But first, how about let's give a big BlizzCon shout out to the Goodyear Blimp joining us here for the very first time.
Hey.
And of course, there she is, flying over us like a Zeppelin flying over Orgrimmar. Sending a message to every Blizzard fan in attendance. Have a legendary weekend.
I love that it says that. We do have it's like a Horde Zeppelin.
Hey, the Blizz Blimp is in the building! Or above the building.
It's near the building.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no. I think it's really cool because I think this is the first time the Goodyear Blimp has ever covered an esports event. I think that's very cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's actually big.
Yeah, that's huge. Are you kidding me? And look, as we continue to count down to the opening ceremonies, which are now less than half an hour away, we want to take a minute to fill you in on some of the changes and improvements we've made to this year's BlizzCon experience based a lot on your feedback. So, as always, we are going to be covering all of the important announcements, the costume and talent contest, the epic closing night ceremonies, which, by the way, this year, wait for it, Muse.
Yeah.
That is
I'm
massive.
excited.
And of course, we'll also be sitting down with all of the developers for all of your favorite games to get their unique insights on what to expect from every franchise in the year to come.
That's true. And on top of all of that, this year we're going to be expanding our coverage by adding 2 additional stages to our show. So now we're going to be bringing you things like live art demos, voice actors, there's going to be community streamers joining us, lots more. So you add it all up, and the Blizzcon experience now includes multiple live streams from all of the main stages, and they've actually been renamed. Hall D, which a lot of people are in right now, is now called the Mythic Stage. That's where all of the main announcements are going to be today. We also have the Legendary Stage, the Epic Stage, and the Heroic Stage. And what's cool is we also have a StarCraft stage, Warcraft stage, Heroes of the Storm, Hearthstone, and a brand new Overwatch Arena, which
Hey!
That
Yes.
Overwatch Arena is bonkers.
Yes,
I thought it was bonkers last year.
I'm so jealous of Malik because he gets to go over there all the time and
you
hang
get to
out.
just
Don't
hang
hate.
out.
Don't hate.
I'm just jealous.
Well, we're going to take a look at today's schedule in just a minute. But first, we want to tell you a little about the channel that we'll be hosting, the one you're watching right now, the brand new Blizzcon All Access channel. It's called All Access for a reason. We're here to be your tour guides for every stage and every inch of the Blizzcon floor. And let me tell you, it's gotten bigger this year. We have the Hearthstone Tavern, the Dark Moon Fair, which I'm going to actually be giving you guys a tour of, demo areas, behind-the-scenes access to restricted areas on the show floor. There's tons of stuff. And, you know, I got to say now, if you were with us last year, you know the coverage was a little bit linear.
Yeah.
But this year,
Talk panel.
yeah, it was talk panel. Pretty much people will watch a panel, then come back to us, and we'd be
Rats,
and
rats.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's how we roll.
But this year, it's a lot more dynamic. You could be in like 2, 3, 4 places all at the same time. So if you're waiting in line for the Blizzard gear store, and you want to check out a panel, you can pull out your phone,
That's perfect.
hit up BlizzCon.com, boom, you can watch your panel. Or if you're like tied down to a desk all day,
don't
doing
do
an
it
all
to us,
access
Malik.
channel,
Oh,
and you want to see what your boy
rub it
Malik is doing,
in.
pull out your phone. Simple as that. Oh, I forgot the most important thing. The Blizz Couch is back.
Yeah!
Blizzcouch.
The Blizz Couch is massive, by the way. It's more like a blizzing room.
Oh, yeah.
It's got coffee tables, the whole 9 yards.
does.
All right, for those of you who are watching at
hammer.
home, if you haven't already purchased your BlizzCon virtual ticket, then you are watching our free preview. And that's what we call limited access, because the free preview is going to end right after opening ceremonies. But if you want all access to virtually everything happening on the BlizzCon show floor, all you have to do is go to BlizzCon.com and pick up your virtual ticket. And as an added bonus, you get to spend the weekend with us.
Hey.
So what are you doing? Head over
why
there to
not?
BlizzCon.com and buy a virtual ticket. Come on. All right, let's take a look right now what's coming up on today's show.
cool.
So we are moments away. At 11 a.m., we're going to be going to the opening ceremonies where you get to see your first glimpse at some of the secrets, the sneak peeks. At 12 p.m., right back here on the Blizz Couch, we're going to have an interview with Mike Morheim, President and CEO of Blizzard Entertainment. Very excited to get his insights into the opening ceremony. And then at 12:30, you heard the overarching details on the opening ceremony. Now you're going to get a deep dive at 12:30. We're going to take you to the World of Warcraft. What's next? And then, of course, at 6, our favorite time of the year.
Yeah.
It's community night at 6 p.m. Costume talent contest hosted by our good friend Chris Hardwick.
Yes. I'm so excited he's coming back. He was here in 2014, and he killed it. So I'm stoked.
He's
stoked.
back to murder it again.
Yeah, he limbed it. I love it. All right, well, speaking of other hosts that have been around, it's time to introduce you now to the newest member of our team, BlizzCon floor correspondent Anna Prosser, who's going to be bringing you guys some in-depth reports from all over the shore floor. Right now, she's standing by in Mythic Hall. Anna, what is up? I see you.
Thanks, Michelle. I'm so excited. It's been amazing seeing you over there at the desk, and I am here in Mythic Hall. I'm so excited to be a field correspondent this year because usually I'm hanging out on an esports stage, which is amazing. I get to see the games played at the highest level, but I only get to stay in one spot. And if you're watching from home, first of all, we miss you. We're sorry you're not here and we don't get to give you a hug in person, but that's what I'm here for. I'm going to be your heels on the ground. I'm going to run all over BlizzCon and find everything that you might not get to see if you're not here in person. I'm going to go to the Dark Moon Fair. I'm going to do some interviews. We're going to see some cosplay. But first, I get to sit here with you and watch the opening ceremonies. And I am so stoked because, Alex, you said that this is the epicenter of the Blizzard universe. Well, if there's a center of that epicenter, it's here in Mythic Hall for the opening ceremonies, because I have cried during these, I have laughed, I have literally fallen out of my chair, and people here are really excited. There's already some amazing energy. Yeah? I didn't even have to ask them. They just started cheering. So I know we have plenty of stages going on, but I think already I have the best audience, right? Back to you.
Thank you, Anna, so much. Well, they call it Mythic Stage for a reason. So you guys might be wondering, Blizzcon is huge, so how is Anna going to possibly cover all of this by herself? Don't worry, we got her some help. Time to introduce you to our second Blizzcon floor correspondent, Rachel Kierko, a.k.a. Seltzer, who's standing by in the brand new Overwatch arena. Seltzer, what's up?
Thank you so much, Michelle. Now, Anna, I know you were a little proud of your arena, but let me show you what the Overwatch arena looks like today. It is absolutely packed with fans who are going to be watching the opening ceremonies in here and then sticking around for an incredible competition. I know, Malik, that you got to travel all around the world with the Overwatch World Cup this summer. Well, this is where it all comes down to the finals. We're going to choose the best nation in the world at Overwatch. You can see we've got Sweden and Great Britain getting ready behind us, but we've got 8 teams from all around the world. The winning team, $9,000 per player. So it's a pretty cool tournament here, but that's not the only thing that's going to be taking place, because when the open ceremonies start, that's when we find out all the news from the year. And the news pertaining to Overwatch is going to have huge ripples across the competitive scene. So as the weekend moves forward, I'm going to be checking in with some of the Overwatch personalities, as well as checking in from around the floor and talking to you fans about what you think is going on here at BlizzCon. I'm so excited to be joining you, and I will see you soon. So back to you guys at the desk.
That's
Thank you
amazing.
so much.
Thank you so much, Rachel.
All right, well, Rachel, thank you so much. Let's send it over to the Blizz couch, where Malik is standing by with Susie Kim.
Thank you very much, Michelle. I am joined by the esports veteran and BlizzCon insider, Susie Kim herself. How you doing?
I'm doing really, really well.
Doing well. All right, so you are a BlizzCon insider. Please tell me, what have you been up to lately?
So for the insider portion of this, of the virtual ticket, we get to walk around, do little tours of all the halls for those at home who can't really make it here this weekend.
Right, right. All right, and another thing I know about you is you're actually kind of fresh back on U.S. soil.
Yeah.
How's it been being back here in the States?
Well, you know, I spent the last 10 years in South Korea, where the sports scene is big and thriving. But, you know, being here in BlizzCon, there's a lot of Koreans here also competing.
Right.
Almost feels like I never left.
True talk, true talk. I mean, speaking of Korea, I think one of the cool things about the virtual ticket is that it's international. So you can check out BlizzCon's featured content in 5 different languages.
Yes, I heard about that, and Korean is definitely one of the languages that's being featured. I'm super excited for that, because Koreans love Blizzard games, and there's just, it's really hard for them to be able to fly halfway across the world to be a part of this, you know? And so with the virtual ticket being available in Korean and all the subtitles, like, it's almost like they'll be here and they get to kind of experience it with us.
All right, well, Susie, thank you so much. We're going to be keeping an eye on you and all the stuff that you're doing all over the convention. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to send it back to the desk. Take it away, Alex, Michelle.
All right, Malik, thank you so much, Susie and Malik. Don't forget, you guys, if you haven't already purchased your virtual ticket, then you are watching the free preview, which only lasts through opening ceremonies. So we really want you guys to stick around. So if you're not already, head on over to blizzcon.com and pick up your virtual ticket right now.
Correctamundo. As always, we are going to be interviewing all of your favorite game developers over the course of the next 2 days. So if you have any questions you'd like us to ask them, just tweet at us using the hashtag BlizzCon. Our first guest coming up right after opening ceremonies, it's a big one, Blizzard Entertainment President and CEO Mike Morhaime. So if you have any questions for Mike, tweet them to us now.
That's right. And let's take a live look over at the Mythic stage, because that's where we're awaiting the start of opening ceremony, now just minutes away. And I think they're about to go over to it in just a second here. But
I mean, I know it's packed because I can hear them.
I know, where are they? There's
Mythic stage.
Hey, Mythic stage. What's up? There they are. Hands in the air. That's awesome. What's up, guys? All right. Well, earlier today, I had a chance to catch up with Blizzard Entertainment co-founder Frank Pierce to get his overview on this year's show. Let's take a look.
BlizzCon 2017 is brought to you in part by Republic of Gamers, Intel, T-Mobile, and NVIDIA.
Oh my God, it is packed, packed, packed.
I know, they finally showed over there, and I think now we're going to be able to see that interview with Frank Pierce.
Yeah, I mean, I want to
yeah.
hear what Frank's got to say.
All right.
I mean, Frank is a legend.
Yeah, I know. We actually, this is the first year I've been able to interview Frank Pierce. Normally, I interview Mike Morheim off the top of the show the last 3 years. This is my first year interviewing Frank about what he's done, what he gets to see as BlizzCon is being prepared.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of, you know, Mike. Let's get some other founders in there, please.
Right, and you know, I believe Alan Adham is actually here this year as well. So we have all 3 founders in the building. So that's going to be pretty
That's
cool.
awesome. Well, let's take a look at your interview with Frank Pierce.
All right.
Hey guys, I'm standing here with Frank Pierce, co-founder of Blizzard Entertainment. Frank, congratulations on another year of Blizzard and epic entertainment that you guys are bringing us. I know that BlizzCon has expanded once again, just physically and to the community, but for you in particular, for your job, what's the most exciting thing for you?
So I feel very fortunate in my job. I have the opportunity to see all the work in progress at the office every week. And so we brought work in progress to the show floor for our community to see for all our products. And it's really exciting because not only does the community get to see things that they wouldn't normally get to see, but we get to interact with the community, hear their thoughts on that work in progress, take all that feedback back to the office next week and through the end of the year and figure out how we want to improve it even further.
It's pretty cool. I like how much you guys listen to the community and you're actually bringing us stuff that we ask for, you know? That's really cool. So while you're here, where do you think you're going to be hanging out the most?
So there's far too much to pick just one option,
True,
right?
very
So
true. It's huge.
I'm really excited about the Overwatch World Cup and what we've done in the arena because we've got the arena set up in the round, so we're using the entirety of the arena for.
And it's gorgeous. Do you have any predictions on who will win?
No predictions, but you know, this is the U.S. home turf, so
True.
yeah. So I'm excited about that. You know, we've expanded into the North Hall, which is a new hall for the convention center, which has allowed us to expand capacity here, which is amazing.
And that's where the Dark Moon Fair and everything is.
Yeah, Dark Moon Fair and the Hearthstone tournament stage is over there, and the tavern. So that's really amazing, and it's a bit out of the way. So everyone at BlizzCon, make sure you go to North Hall. It'll take a little bit of effort to find it, but go find it.
But there's face painting. You can get like diva whiskers and everything.
Yeah,
so
it's spectacular. So I'm excited about that. All the live stages. We for the virtual ticket, everything that's taking place on all of the stages is available to everyone at home that's watching on virtual ticket, so that's awesome.
Yeah, I love that in particular because for me, covering the footage for the last 4 years, you know, you want people to see it. And for this time, the very first time, you guys can decide what you want to see, favorite what you want to see, kind of create a bit of a schedule to decide what you want to check out. You can check out anything at any time.
Well, and for me, I don't have to stress about making sure that I see everything all this weekend because I know I can go home next week and watch it if I missed it, which is awesome.
I'm going to be with you on that, actually. I will be watching so many panels. But speaking of, I got to get back to our main coverage. But Frank, thank you so much for joining me. Have a great BlizzCon.
Thanks, Michelle.
All right, guys, back to the desk.
So great hearing Frank. And also, by the way, that's what we have to do. We get to go home and load up virtual ticket and watch all the panels that we didn't get a chance to see.
Yeah, it's true. I was saying it earlier with Frank, but I do love the fact that you can go through the app and just favorite which panels that you want to see.
Yeah.
And that way you can just sort of create a list so that you can go and easily find them.
Yeah.
So you can just find them later and watch them.
By the way, I love that every time we talk to somebody from Blizzard, we always ask them their favorites.
I know.
And they can never say anything. It's like, which one of your child do you love more? It's like, we can't do any of that.
No, they can't. They can't say anything.
Every
They're
time.
Like, we like all of them, you know. But
yeah.
it'd be hard, you know, to pick after 25 years of making games.
I can't even pick a favorite. All right, look, let's head it back over to the Blizz Couch for an esports preview with Malik and Blizzard Esports Operations Director Kim Fan.
Thank you very much, Alex. One of my favorite traditions is every year I get to talk to Kim. Kim, how are you doing?
I am doing great. I'm so excited for Blizzcon this year. I am excited for every Blizzcon, but especially this one.
Right, there's a lot of stuff going on this year, a lot of esports happening. Let's just go ahead and start off with what I think is probably one of the more competitive brackets here at Blizzcon, Heroes of the Storm. What can we expect from Heroes the HGC this year?
The HGC finals, I'm most excited about the bracket. I think this is probably the best bracket that we could ask for our top 8. Every single match is going to be a very intense match, and I think the one I'm most excited to watch is probably Team Dignitas versus Team Expert.
Yes.
Really want to know who is truly like top 2 in Europe, because forever everyone says it's, you know, Fnatic and Dignitas.
Yeah,
but it was actually Fnatic and Team Expert that came in through the league play. So Dignitas had to come through playoffs.
Right. You know, a lot of people have been saying that Dignitas is kind of like the dark horse for the Heroes tournament, and they see them kind of upsetting quite a few people, including Fnatic, leading into the finals, but who knows?
But you know, Dignitas is known for their live event play.
Right.
Like, they feed off of the energy of the crowd. So when they see the crowd cheering, something happens and they kick into gear and they just play amazing. So I expect them to do really well in this tournament.
All right, so what do you think about the NA having so many teams here in Heroes?
That is the other cool story. Like, North America was not doing well.
We were the land of the free. We were free wins, pretty much.
They were not doing well in the international tournaments for Heroes, but all 3 teams advanced into the bracket. So I was very impressed to see that. I think NA is, you know, giving everyone a run for their money.
Yeah, it warms my heart to see Tempo Storm there. They're like one of the OG big dogs of Heroes of the Storm. To see them there is so great. All right, so let's go ahead and move along to Overwatch, the Overwatch World Cup. Of course, we got a lot of pride at stake here. Who do you see, or what do you think is going to happen in that tournament?
Oh gosh, the World Cup is such a fun tournament to watch because you can cheer for your country. And I think everyone is really excited to see who and if anyone can beat the Korean team. And I believe if there's any country that can do it, it's America, USA.
Yes.
I really believe it. They have been training very hard. They have been, you know, the last 2 weeks just practicing, maybe the last month. And they're also the most confident in believing that they can beat Korea. And that match happens today. So it's the last match of the day where Korea versus USA. I really want to know if they can, you know, make it tough for the Korean player, and if they can even win.
Right. You know, so during my travels with the Overwatch World Cup, which was one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life, when I saw teams go up against South Korea, they were scared. A lot of them had already said it was written in the sand that they were going to lose. So to see them, the USA having so much confidence, it gives me confidence. Like,
I know.
Somebody might actually do this.
I think the 2 countries that really want to go up against Korea is France and USA.
Right.
But we'll see how USA fares today.
Yeah, I hope they just take a game. I would like to see them win, but if they take a game, I'll be happy, to be honest.
I'm confident they will take a game.
All right, I like that. I like that. I like that confidence. All right, so let's keep it moving. We'll go to StarCraft next. What should we expect with the WCS this year?
StarCraft has the reverse bracket. I think it's probably not the best bracket we could ask for StarCraft.
Yeah.
It's very heavy-sided. I think the lower part of the bracket is where all of the favorites are, where all of the best Korean players are.
Yes.
So that's going to be interesting. I think we're going to see a lot of favorites get knocked out.
Right. We already lost a lot of good people in group stages.
We did. We lost Neeb.
I
really wanted to see Neeb make it, but we know we have 2 great non-Korean players who are going to be facing each other off first, and that's Special from LATAM, and then also Elaser. So for sure, we're going to have a non-Korean make it to the semifinals, but there's a very high chance that they can even make it to the finals.
Yes, that's awesome. And also, I want to shout out Innovation. In there. I just want to see him get it. I want to see him get it. All right, so.
I think he's the favorite to win.
Yeah, for sure. It's his to win. It's his tournament to win.
It is his tournament to win.
All right, so we're going to move along to the WoW World Championship.
Yes. Wow. Wow.
I know, right?
I'm very excited for WoW. We have a brand new stage for the World of Warcraft tournament.
Which is beautiful, by the way.
It is. I love it. And you know what? WoW is our longest standing esports championship at Blizzcon. So this is our 10th year WoW 3v3 Arena championship. So it's been the longest standing esports tournament at Blizzcon. We invited 12 teams here, so that's more than last year, which was only 8. And I'm super excited that the Latin American team and the Australia team has made it to Blizzcon so far. So we'll see how they do.
You think there's a chance of a possible three-peat? I'll say three-peat in quotes because it's kind of different teams, but
it's the same team.
It's the same guys.
Yes.
Yeah, the
different
same group.
Name.
Different name, right.
Method Triforce is the team that has won the championship 2 times in a row now. So there's a really big chance that they can take a 3rd title. People may not know that they won last year. They changed their name.
Yeah,
they
were
won
Splice last year.
Splice.
Right.
Year before they were SK Gaming.
Right.
So now they're back as Method Triforce, and I expect to see them do really well. But you know, I'm just glad to see so many amazing WoW teams here.
Is there any dark horse team that we should be looking out for to take them out?
Oh. You know, I'm excited to see how Grumble performs.
Yes.
And
that'll be a great matchup.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a really good matchup too, just because they weren't expected to do well at the European Championship, and they made it to Game 5 against Method, and that was super exciting.
Right.
So we'll see how they do.
All right. Well, I would like to get on to the Hearthstone Invitational because they kind of switched up the tournament this year, but we got to keep it going because opening ceremony is coming up soon. So thank you very much, Kim. And with that, we're going to go ahead and send it back to the desk. Alex, Michelle, take it away.
Thank you so much, Malik and Kim. The Anaheim Convention Center, which has been hosting BlizzCon since 2005, just completed a major expansion this year, adding the additional brand new North Hall, resulting in, you guessed it, even more BlizzCon for fans to enjoy. I mean, they've expanded. Now the convention center is 1.2 million square feet. And that's the equivalent of 21 football fields.
Is that true?
Yeah.
21
football fields. And we're up to 11 stages.
11 stages.
So much content.
And what I heard is that the attendance was now 30,000 people.
Oh, my God. Are there 30,000 people in here right now?
Are there 30,000 people?
I'm guessing yes.
Okay.
Everybody's just so focused and ready.
I know, right? They're like, well, let's take a quick look at the map of the revamped show floor because we have a really cool map that we can take a look at here. We've got the Mythic stage that you're looking at. That's where a lot of you guys are right now. Let's hear it, Mythic stage. All right, and then next we have the World of Warcraft Championship stage, which is just gorgeous.
All of the games, all the esports got their own stages, and they are lit up. That World of Warcraft stage is gorgeous. And of course, Heroes of the Storm, the HGC finals happening for 2017, right across from us.
Yeah.
So hello, HGC.
What's up, HGC?
Yeah, there you is.
I love that we can hear all of them. And next up, we have that StarCraft World Championship Series Global Finals stage. What's going on, StarCraft?
The grandfather of it all.
Yeah, that's
right.
And
of course, that hot, sexy new Overwatch Arena. So sad we're not going to be able to hang out in there.
I wish right now that they were so loud that we could hear them all the way over here.
And if you want, why don't you travel your little footsies over to, boom, us right here, the All Access broadcast stage. I mean, look, come by, say hi.
Yeah.
We don't have anything to do except this live show.
About just chill, yeah.
So what have you guys been up to over the last year?
What have you been doing,
Malik?
You've been all over the world.
All types of esports stuff. I traveled the world with the Overwatch World Cup. That was awesome. I got to go to Shanghai, China, Sydney, Australia, Katowice, Poland. It was dope. It was dope. I got to see the best Overwatch players in the world, take all their tips, apply them to my gameplay. I made myself better.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
It was dope. But you guys have been pretty busy too, right?
Yeah. I've been doing some stuff with esports. I kind of took all the experiences that I had and observations, and I created an esports scripted comedy for everyone to enjoy called Good Game, and I even got it produced with Dan Harmon.
That's fantastic.
What about you, dude?
Absolutely prepping for this show.
Yeah.
No Diablo?
But, yeah, I thought you were going pro.
Nah. I tried to go Diablo Pro. It just didn't work out.
No sponsors?
No sponsors. Nobody wanted me anymore.
Soon, hashtag Alex.
D3 Pro soon.
All right. Well, before we head over to the opening ceremonies, we want to tell you guys a little bit about the new and improved Blizzcon mobile app that we've been talking a little bit about. So whether you're here at Blizzcon or you're watching at home, the Blizzcon mobile app will help you make the most out of your Blizzcon experience with streaming panels and videos, interactive event schedule, the hall maps like we had just showed you. You're going to have esports updates as well. And that you can even use the Blizzcon mobile app after the show is over. Like we've been saying, I think it's about for 1 month so that you can relive everything that's happened here.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And by the way, it is about time.
Oh,
we are heading it over to Mythic Stage for opening ceremonies of BlizzCon 2017.
Woo!